Is when you see the live, go ahead and count down from 10 and start.
Okay, got it. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? You are now tuned into week 129 of the hashtag Verse TV Homos Talk Show. Y'all already know who I am. It's your favorite rapper's favorite poet from Cleveland, OG Muffy Johnson. And of course, I brought some friends along. Friends, introduce yourself. Hey, Chrissy girl.
Hey, OG Muffy Johnson. Thank you. This is Chrissy from Cleveland, Ohio. Very nice to be here with you, ladies.
So, of course, we got the woman of the hour, Miss Gha'il.
Hey, everybody. I'm Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin from Brooklyn in the house, New York. Happy to be hanging out with y'all ladies.
So good to be here. It's been a while for me, so it's so good to be here.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the first topic, and that is coming right up, just like a pizza pie. All right, and the first topic is affirming success, and it is from our friend Cabana BLAQ's latest book called, quote, Before Success, end quote. Now, while reading our friend Cabana BLAQ's latest book entitled Before Success, he mentioned beneficial things that he would repeat to himself to help him overcome. Now, Aaron Mack thought about self-affirmations and looking into the mirror, what is something that you can repeat out loud by yourself that you need to hear to help yourself make it through? And why do you need it?
All right, so who's gonna answer that question first? I think we should go with Chrissy. Chrissy, you got an answer to the question?
I am so sorry. I did say I would pick the order. Yep. So the order will be Chrissy, Muffy, Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin.
Awesome.
Okay. So one thing that I tell myself or ask here, let me enlarge this so I can see. Okay. Looking into the mirror, what is something you can repeat out loud by yourself that you need to hear to help yourself make it through? I need to hear that something that I repeat constantly. I need to hear that it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. That things going on outside of me aren't the end all be all. There's a solution. I mean, I guess there's like a multiple parts to that question, to that answer for me. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything will be okay. Everything will work out for my good. And that is important for me, so that I can just stay on a, in a positive frame of mind, so that I can attract the things to me that I want and repel the things that I don't want, that aren't mine, that don't belong to me. That's my answer.
That's what's up. That's what's up. My answer is a little bit ratchet, so excuse me. A lot of people don't know this about me, but internally I'm very ratchet. Only people that are very, very close to me know how ratchet I really am. So the thing that I have to tell myself a lot of the times And it is, I gotta get in the character when I say it. Bitch, you know who I am? You know what my name is? Like, I'm OG Muffy Johnson. Fuck out of here. I tell myself that more times than y'all will probably know. Like, literally, like all the time. I use it when promoters try to jank me out of paying for me. I use it when men or women that I'm with think that they can play me over. I use it with friends that think that they can like pull the wool over my eye. I use it with every situation. I be like, do you know what my name is? Like, do you know who I am? Like, that's literally what I told myself all the time. And I need to hear it because sometimes I think that as an artist, and we get lost in the concept of being a part of everything as far as like people's events and just in general, like just doing things at all, just going out. And since we lose sight of that, everybody thinks that they can like, just kind of walk over you and just forget like who you are. Like, did you forget that I am an award-winning poet? Like, what I'm saying? Did you forget that I done put out 2 poetry albums? Like, did you forget that, I didn't did this and did that? Like, don't forget that. Because apparently if you forget that, then that means I'm slipping on my pippin. Because why would you forget that I wasn't that nigga?
Excellent.
That's what I tell myself in the mirror all the time, or to people, or out loud.
I love it. I love it. What I look in the mirror and say to myself is, you got this. You got this. You got this. We got this. You think I'm gonna leave you hanging? I ain't gonna leave you hanging. Me and you in this together. How long we been in this? How long we been doing this? Huh? We got this, right? Everything is in divine order. It's already all right. All right. We got this. We got this.
And why do you be needing to hear it yourself? Like, why do you need to hear that when you like,
Okay. So sometimes I get a little bit anxious. I get a little bit ahead of myself. I'm doing 5 things at one time. I got to eat. I got to exercise. I got to call somebody back. I got to finish talking to somebody. I got to send a text out. I got to make sure that I push the send button on that script that I promised I was going to finish, or that poem that I promised to finish for somebody. And my heart starts beating fast sometimes, like I'm going to run out of time. But those things they sent to me, I got this. I got this. I got this.
That's dope.
Yes, that's excellent self-talk. For real. I have to tell myself that too on a regular basis. I got it. Self-doubt.
Sometimes you be needing that for real.
Yeah.
Like you needing to be like, look, don't even press yourself. You got it.
Exactly. How many times we did this before, huh? How many times before? Me and you. I'd ever let you down?
That's how you got to. You gotta have your own back, man. What's the next topic?
All right. I was letting y'all get it all out. So the next one is California law. And it's coming from the New York Post. And a new California law requires its stores to maintain a gender-neutral area for children's products. In addition to girl stuff and boy stuff, you have to have the gender-neutral area. Now, let's say that you have a 5-year-old child and a family friend buys them only gender-neutral gifts. How would you explain to your child that the items can represent whatever they want to represent? And how do you feel gender-neutral toys help and hurt a child's imagination, and why? And the order for this answer will be OG Muffy Johnson, Gha'il Rhodes, Benjamin, and Chrissy.
All right. I feel like if I had a friend that bought my 5-year-old gender neutral toys all the time, I'd be kind of like a little bit jaded, maybe a little bit like, I wouldn't feel really ecstatic about it, but I wouldn't be mad about it. So I'm kind of indifferent. And here's why. I feel like, 5 years old, like at that age where they're still playing with toys, they are very impressionable. And I think that it's okay to have those conversations with your child if that situation fits, your family, your household, But I feel as if like, what's wrong with just buying like elephants and rabbits? Like what's wrong about like, like buying those, animals that aren't really gender specific, Like, why does it have to be like, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel as if like, I would feel like I wouldn't be ready for my child to be introduced that to at 5 years old. Maybe like 10, 8, 10 in that area. But at 5 years old, no, I wouldn't want my child to be introduced to it. Like I said, I would have that conversation with my child. Like, I'm not against it because obviously I'm a part of the LGBT community. So I'm not really against it. I just would rather give my child the ability to remain innocent until they can't anymore. Like when you bring in gender neutral stuff, like, it's like I feel like as a parent, you want to protect your child's brain and your child's imagination. And when you bring it to gender neutral stuff, it brings in the factor of sex, because basically that's what it is. Like, oh, I love a woman, or I love a man, or I'm a man as a woman, I love a man. Like, that brings it to like the intimacy of relationships. And I feel as if like at 5 years old, my child shouldn't be taught that yet. So, yeah.
So, yeah, I remember that song, Whitney Houston used to sing it, The Greatest Love of All.
Mm-hmm.
One of the lyrics are, teach them well and let them lead the way.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the children should lead the way. I think we over-explain everything to the kids. Like, kids don't need to be burdened down with everything we burden down with. Is this, is that, is this or that? Because we're showing them the way we look at things. We don't even give them a chance to develop their critical thinking skills. So if they ask me something, I will answer it appropriately according to the child, but I'm not going to over-explain it. Well, when boys get with girls, or with girls get with girls, it's too much. Like, leave it, let them lead the way. If they ask, answer. If they don't ask, just keep it moving. It's too heavy for them sometimes. And just keep on loving them, because that's what they really need, is just love.
Yeah, especially at 5, like
love, love.
Get to the point where they like, got their first crush on somebody, and then be like, all right, wait a minute, let's talk about some things first.
Yeah, they still do that time at school.
Yeah. They still think boys and girls got cooties. Like, let them live. Protect
we all do. We all have cooties. They exist in all of us.
What you think?
So when I think of a gender neutral toy, I think of a ball. Seriously, I'm all right with my daughter or my son having a ball. I played basketball when I was in high school. I was a tomboy. I played sports, and everything like that, but I was also very boy crazy. That ball never made a difference as to whether or not I liked someone else different than me or the same of me. I just already knew. So, yeah, and a child will lead the way. I don't think it has any effect or bearing on the imagination to give a child a gender neutral toy. A child has an imagination, especially for the first 5 years are the most impressionable years. After that, they're already starting to make decisions about whatever it is they like or don't like, or if they even want to even give new things a try, or if they even want to accept this or that, or if they agree with this or that type of ideal or opinion or whatever. I remember my life from the age of 5 up till now. So it didn't matter. I didn't like playing with Barbie dolls. So it didn't matter to me. I would rather have a ball to kick it, or to, I would rather climb a fence or catch a bee or climb a tree, You know, like that's what I would rather have, rather do. Somebody giving my child a gender neutral gift. Just accept the gift, and not really go into all that extra stuff about whether or not it's going to have an effect on their imagination, because their imagination is going to be their imagination is going to either be very broad or not, or somewhere in between. But worrying about it, no. I agree with both of you said, but that's my standpoint.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What we got next on the chopping block?
Oh, and this
You're
is
silly.
I don't know if y'all read the topics for tonight. But yeah, they something else. Like, I was reading the topics cards, like, oh, they trying to deep dive with these questions. Jesus.
Come on, bring it on. Let's do it.
Right. I was about to say, but I fuck with it though. Like, with these conversations happen.
all right. And this topic is the homo's somebody's son. And it's coming from the new song by Tiwa Savage featuring Brandy. Now, Tiwa Savage featuring Brandy's new song, Somebody's Son, debuted last week and pulled in about 1.5 million streams in its first 24 hours. It's a hit, y'all. Aaron Mack particularly connects with the song's hook, somebody's son go find me, love me one day. Dreaming of the day that somebody's son go find and love him. Now, what are some reasons people may have difficulty with the concept of finding love, quote, one day, end quote, instead of right now, quote, end quote? And what are some tips for exercising love patience? Now, I this is very personal for me because I very much rush things a lot. That's just me, and that's how I am. But the order for this, and I'll be listening closely, will be Chrissy, Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin, OG Muffy Johnson. We are turning off the live stream right